Okay. So we're gonna give it 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna get here and say what I gotta say. And oh, let me change the banner. I like to be a different color every time. So what color are we gonna be today? Let's see. What color do I feel like being today? Let's be that color. I like that color. Okay, we'll be that color. I don't even know if we can get anybody in here. Good morning, President Santa. Hi. After yesterday. Yesterday was nothing. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Lake Speed. Nothing. Yesterday was nothing but a crazy, crazy day. And it just was for the community, for me, for a lot of people I know. I appreciate you all coming in here. Now, I kind of ran into a little drama yesterday. Hey, Snapface. Hey, Thunder. And I don't like drama. So, the first and foremost, I want to apologize if anybody's seen that. I felt like I had to do what I had to do. That was on Dirty Mike's channel. And I don't stand up for many people because you can't stand up for many people in this world because people are fallible. Okay. And the person I stood up for, he's a man too. He's fallible, but he's somebody I know, and that's PDF. And you don't get on there and this. Okay, what happened was there's a page like Portrait Farmers on Facebook, and it's called, it says political organization spelled with a S, like you would spell it if you lived in another, and like they would probably spell it that way in England with a S instead of a Z. Anyway, hey, Jose Jr. Hey, everybody, King Watchman. Anyway, I'm not any. I'm. Yeah, I hope everything goes great. Anyway, there's more that happened yesterday too, Watchman. You might be talking about the bigger issues. When I'm talking about something that was kind of small, but to me it was big because I don't like drama. But what happens is there is a page called Poor Dirt Farmer, and it is some kind of crap. Okay, it's on Facebook. I knew it existed. I didn't know that one time I had put like beside it. I probably did a long time ago, thinking it was my Poor Dirt Farmer. So yesterday, well, a few days ago, Florida Audits, which is a new auditor who I've tried to help, I've tried to promote a lot of times. He was in my live. I tried, okay, at the end of the live, I was getting tired. A lot of Florida people came in, a lot of people in general came in, and I was trying to advertise, introduce them to some of the people in the community. Now, as a joke, I said, meet PDF. And as a joke, I said, you better not have no ugly charges on you. And y'all know what kind of charges I'm talking about, okay? Hey, Bob. Hey, call for honor. Okay, I'm talking about those nasty kind of charges, okay, against little kids. But I wasn't accusing this guy of having those kind of charges. You understand? I was just saying, hey, you better not have no charges like that because if you do, it's the last person you want to meet. It was a joke. Okay, so instead of that guy just taking the joke in stride, he decides to go on Facebook and research PDF. And there is a page called Portrait Farmer that is in support of the police, but it has nothing to do with our Portrait Farmer. In fact, it was probably created to fool people into thinking, like it fooled me a long time ago. I got to put a like by it. So last night, when they pull all this shit out, guess what? I'm the only fool that's liking the page. Okay? But it wasn't my fault. I didn't know it was up there. But anyway, I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not mad at Florida Audits. But I would like to give you all a little advice. If you see something that you think is ugly or something that you find hard to believe or you find something controversial about either a supporter or an auditor or just anybody, an activist, anybody on the internet, try to go to that person in private and ask them, and then, they can explain it to you. I'm not mad at nobody. I don't want no drama. I'm sorry for anybody that got pulled into drama. That's not my style. And then I got on Mike's channel because I was so upset. And then I couldn't hear, and I didn't realize I was talking over people. I could hear one person in the chat. I couldn't hear the guys. And they were, even when I got done, I'm like, I'm done. Y'all got the floor. And I find out they were talking the whole time. Yeah, what a mess. Then we had the other thing happen in the bigger picture in the auditing community. But I think that got hashed out last night. I really do. And I don't want to even touch that. I believe that that was hashed out between the guys that hashed it out last night. And I hope, and I'm going to let Maddie up here. And from going forward, I'm hoping that we're having nothing but positivity. And again, I apologize for any drama I was involved in, but I can't let somebody just, and I'm not the gatekeeper of this community either. And I know I've sounded like I was, and I'm not. It's not just my community, it belongs to all of us. And there's new people joining every day, and we want you all. We want everybody in here, okay? But I also don't like people questioning those of us that's been around, especially PDF, who doesn't make hardly no money. He might make $30 on YouTube. I've seen that man spend tons of money to go to protest, and that's why it offended me so bad. Hey, Maddie.
Well, hello, Amy. How are you? And I was here for that yesterday when you told him about that. In fact, if you look at the chat, I put in the chat, please, caution. If you meet PDF and you have something in your background, it's probably not a good idea to meet him because he will
Right.
dig it up on you.
But instead
And
of just taking that in stride, he went and investigated PDF, which makes me kind of suspicious.
well, yeah, that makes me kind of suspicious too. Why would you investigate someone? Well, maybe there's
Maybe
nothing
he.
wrong with it.
No,
Maybe
I
there's
don't.
nothing wrong with it.
There's
You know,
not,
you
and
can,
I'm not mad at him. And I told him last night I'm not mad at him. Florida audits, but I done nothing to try to help him, and I don't appreciate him questioning somebody that's been around as long as PDF. That's definitely a true
well,
activist.
yeah, but I mean, we question others too. What about News Now community who has prior convictions in sexual nature? Let's talk about other people too. And he's a pillar. He's a pillar in this community. That guy is known as the Godfather of auditing. Okay, um,
And
and he's rated right up there with honor your oath.
well, the thing is, I don't know much about that situation. And it seems like everybody had already just accepted that he was telling the truth by the time I got this community. I don't know, but I really would like to move on from all the drama. And I may even hate that it happened, but it did. So I wanted to address it. And I want people to know that's not my style. I don't like it, especially between us. And then last night, a bunch of shit went on with the other guys. Well, I mean, I'm glad he researched it, but he got the wrong stuff. That's not us. It's not even spelled in English. I mean, it's spelled in English, but not U.S. type English. Organization. In this country, we spell it with a Z. In other countries, they spell it with an S. So, yeah,
Well,
don't be lost. It's okay. Everything is going to go back to normal. I'm not going to have drama around. It happened, and it happened in Mike's, and I'm sorry it did. And that's all I wanted to say about that. I'd rather really like to focus on activism. That's really where my heart lies. And, you know,
me too. And the rest
I,
of it, honestly, is all smoke and mirrors, which is why I don't go to channels that engage in drama. Uh, I haven't been to certain channels in months and months, some of them in over a year. And it's not because I'm snooty, it's not because I'm conceited or stuck up or anything like that. It's because I'm tired of the drama. Amy, I quit law school. Okay, I'm going into computer animated graphics and things like that. I'm done with law because a lot of this is people not understanding what the law is and then coming out and making comments and things like that. I mean, you got idiots like Kate from Masshole. I mean, come on. That panel from Masshole, there's not a single person on Masshole with an education or even a brain. And I'm sorry, but I feel like if you watch Masshole, you lose intelligence points by the second.
I don't watch it. I watched it a couple times, and it's a waste of time. Instead of
It
watching
is.
that, the Real News Network premieres every Thursday usually. I'd
Yep.
much rather be there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people would. I mean, seriously, uh, you know, let me ask you a question. How do you call yourself Harry Balls and not show up on camera? Be too scared to show up on camera. Be too scared to use your name, but call
I don't
yourself
know.
Harry Balls. You can't
But
call
again,
yourself ballsy without being
showing
ballsy.
your face. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
it's drama, and and I just try to stay away from that. Period. Yes,
Yep.
you can. I'm sorry. Well, everybody, if I'm not speaking to you, I'm sorry. Hey, Will Cox,
Hi,
Cotwack. Hey,
Wilcox,
Snap
and
Face,
everybody else out there
President
in YouTube.
Santa, everybody. I'm glad you're all here. I appreciate you all. And this isn't, I just wanted to get that out there. And I want everybody to know I'm not mad at nobody. And I want everybody to get along. And I'm glad everything was hashed out with the guys last night. You know, I just, I just want things everybody. I don't know
and
it. I want
and honestly,
peace and love, and I guess it's not always possible.
I uh, I wouldn't go at PDF too hard because that's a man that does not care, and he doesn't care about his channel. He doesn't care about the drama. He
Well, he
will
better care
engage.
about me. I stood up for him as hard as I would
Oh,
the
no, 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 no!
Constitution of
I'm
the
talking
United
about
States. No, I'm
No,
just
I'm talking
saying.
about going at him, Amy. I'm talking about going at him. You don't go at PDF. PDF, he remembers everything. Laisse-moi souvenir. That man remembers every fucking thing. And if you try to use it on him and you try to reverse it on him, I'm going to tell you right now, he goes toe to toe with trolls in Drama Dome and 10th Man and all that stuff. And when he comes in, people leave the panel because they don't like to argue with the man.
Right.
Okay?
Well,
He's
hey,
nobody's fool,
sci-fi.
and
Yeah,
he's
I
not
went
stupid. That is not a stupid man.
and I no, he's not. He's somebody I know, and he's somebody I met in person, and he's somebody that I don't know. I don't like I said. I wouldn't stand up for just anybody the way I stood up for him yesterday. But I would. But I know him too well, and damn that stupid Facebook page. It ain't got nothing to do with us. And
So,
yeah, I had accidentally liked it one time, probably years ago when I was first looking for PDF. I wound up getting doxxed in the whole thing, but I don't care because people know who I am anyway. Do you know how many people are on my personal Facebook page? I have a separate page, but people find me. I don't care. I'm not hiding. You know, I'm not
Amy,
trying to hide. It would be
Amy,
fruitless to try to hide.
as an 8-year veteran of auditing, which is what you have here on your panel today,
I
I
know.
started 8 years ago. Okay, I'm going to tell you this: you're an activist. You're a damn fine activist. You're dedicated. You're smart. You know what you're doing, and you go out and you execute it. Now, if anybody else says that they're contrary to that, then they don't want to be in your life. They're trolls. They're probably coming from somebody like Masshole or Drama Dome or someplace stupid like that. And that's what you're getting. Okay. Don't pay attention to these trolls. Don't go to these trolls' rooms.
I
I don't go
don't.
to his room because of that. He gets a lot of trolls. And
Who,
I like
Mike?
Mike. I
I
do
do
like
like
Mike.
Mike.
I like Mike personally as a person. I do. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not a good guy. I think he's a good guy. I just think he attracts a lot of trolls, and I think he engages in it and he goes into it, which is why I haven't been to his channel since last year. Since the last time I went to him was his Rogue interview. That was the last time I went to Dirty Mike's channel,
Well, I
and he
tell
doesn't
you.
want to take on PDF. He's not that kind of guy. He doesn't have the ability to take on PDF
Okay.
like that. He just doesn't. He's not smart enough. I'm
Well,
sorry. He's just.
hopefully, when all that drama is over, I sure
I
hope.
hope so. I hope so, man. Because I got PDF. I'm on PDF side.
Me too.
I'm
But
siding PDF.
I
I don't care.
do. I think that Mike was given a chance to answer, but
I don't
you
think he
don't
owes Mike an
even.
answer.
I don't. Yeah, it's like that would be like asking me if my name's Amy, and that's what I was trying to explain to Mike. And that's like if you ask me if I got a blue line flag, it's like it's like and the answer is no. It's the same as it saying, "Is your name Amy?" Yes, my name's Amy. that you know that. You know it. And I
Yep.
know PDF, and I don't know everybody that well. I know Amanda that well, and I'll stand for her any day of the week too, and I'll stand for my friend Sam because I know them that well, you know?
Yep. And I'll tell you
So,
what, I got your back and I got her back too.
thank you, Maddie. We love you.
Good
So,
morning.
ignore these. I'm going to tell you this. I don't owe anybody any kind of explanation for anything at all. Okay. I don't owe anything like that. Okay. I give updates because that's what I do. I don't owe an answer. And PDF does not owe an answer to Dirty Mike. He doesn't owe him anything. Dirty Mike went to him one time before and said, "Hey, PDF, what's this and what's that? My subscribers want to know." He would go live and have one person in his whole stream, like for
Okay.
3 days, have one view on his thing. Going to PDF saying, "PDF, my viewers want to know."
Yes.
You have to have more than one viewer to have viewers. So he's built
Okay.
it up a little bit, got Rogue and stuff like that. That's great. But PDF still does not owe him an answer. I consider myself one of PDF's best friends, and he doesn't owe me an answer for shit.
Okay, we got Sci-Fi Bryce in the chat. I mean, the room now. Good morning, Bry.
Morning.
Morning.
I just wanted to say
What's
good
up there,
morning.
Sci-Fi?
Oh, not much. Just chilling like a villain.
Congratulations on your recent success.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you
If
hit
anybody
1,000?
doesn't know, Sci-Fi, why don't you tell them what happened?
Last November I was arrested for videotaping from the sidewalk, public sidewalk. I was arrested for disorderly conduct. I did not take a plea. I took it all the way to trial. I went to pretrial, and the next day, after we forced the DA to watch my video, they dismissed my case.
Awesome. Awesome.
10 months later, tried
Awesome.
to scare me into a plea.
A win for the community. A win for the people.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
Yep.
it was one of those things like what happened with Wolverine, where it was recording live all the way through booking, and I have so much evidence against them conspiring
Awesome.
against me and
I
stuff
You
like
know
mean,
what,
that.
though, Brian? You know what, Brian? Even if you didn't have all that evidence, I have a feeling that you would not have taken a plea deal, that you fight it out to the end, because that's what activists do. They
Yeah.
fight it out to the end.
Well, I didn't do anything wrong, so there was no reason
Exactly.
any kind of plea. And then near the end, my lawyer's saying, the judge doesn't want to take it to pretrial, and they're talking about just giving you a ticket. Okay, it's like a citation. It's not criminal or anything. I said I wouldn't even take that. Are you kidding me? That's going to be on my record. Everybody's going to know that's basically a plea.
Yep. Yep. And it's
So,
very important, people. And Brian, I would like to first say thank you for having the wherewithal to stand up against this and take on whatever they had coming at you. Congratulations, man. You have so much respect for fighting from me. I don't respect if you go out there and you do an audit. I don't care if you're doing a cop watch or an audit. You go out there and you get a ticket. Amy, you don't take those tickets. I've seen you fight. And I've seen Acura Amanda fight. And I've seen
Acromanda
Sci-Fi
was tackled
fight.
to the ground. And the other night, the last time we went out, I thought I was going to jail that night. I was willing to go. I thought we all three be going. I didn't want to go, but I was willing to go. You know that before you go out there, it's a risk that you're taking. It's a huge risk. And I think sometimes people don't realize that. They go out there and do it, and then they're like, and I look back at Long Island's video, and I like Long Island, don't get me wrong, but you can tell the way he walked up there that night, and he was new, and I understand. He really didn't think that night that he was going to jail. Now he knows it because now it's done happened to him over and over, you know. But I have mad respect for everybody, and I think that's all been hashed out last night. But Sci-Fi Brian, thank you for taking it to the end, and it's definitely appreciated. And you should update people and make a video about that because that's the kind of
He
stuff
did.
that needs. Oh,
He
did you?
did.
I'm
Go
sorry.
check out
Well,
his
oh,
channel.
I will. I will check it. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was up there, and I didn't get notification. I'm subbed to so
Yeah,
many
that's how I knew.
people. Yeah, I'm subbed to so many people, not just in the auditing community, but I watch a lot of other stuff too. So the time notifications hit, I miss most of them. So
So
if you
do I.
get, yeah, it happens a lot. So I will check it out now that I know Brian. Well, Bry. I guess your
Watch a
name's
lot of
Brian.
videos. Yesterday,
I'll check it
yesterday,
out definitely.
I took apart my chain on my bicycle and calibrated the rear derailleur and everything, and I did it. I do all that off of watching YouTube. I don't, you know, um, I've been a avid bicycle guy since I was a kid. Always had a shed full of bikes, but indexing cassettes and stuff like that on a bicycle, I just never was real familiar with that. So it took me most of the day yesterday and to finally get the right links and everything. But that's what I do. I watch anything I want to learn.
It's
I'm
so
going to
good.
school. I'm going to school right now, and so I'm watching a lot of algebra videos and stuff like that.
That's
Hey,
smart.
Bry.
There's so much you can learn on YouTube.
Hey, Bry. Are your forks supposed to meet your back tire?
Oh my God,
There's the
was it
handlebars.
a car? Was it hit by a car or what?
No, no. I'm so strong that I snapped it in half myself.
Ouch.
Well, honestly, okay, I'll be honest. What I did was I released that pin right there, and it
Hmm.
folds in half.
Oh, silly.
I bought it so that I could put it on the back of my motorcycle.
Is it electric?
No,
Oh,
hell no, man. I'm fucking, 250 pounds, man. I can't use no electric. Shit. I won't get down to my weight.
you weigh the same as me. The difference is I'm 6'3".
I'm 5'5".
Yep.
I'm 5'5", 245. But I have to say though that not all of that is fat. Yes, I'm pretty fat, but I was also really big into weights, working out, exercise, and things like that as a kid. I bulked up to the point where I used to press 850 with my legs in my reps daily. And that's not just like pressing it. That's working out with it. That's, 15, 20 reps each, 3
Only thing
sets.
I'm pressing is a camera. No, I'm just playing.
I used to ride a mountain bike from Plainfield, Connecticut to New London. It's about 47 miles each way.
Oh, I used
So
to
I
do
do 100 miles a day. That was my workout 3 days a week. Then I used to teach kids classes for martial arts. Then I taught adult classes too. And I was constantly in the gym, man. I was a gym rat. So I have a lot of muscle. A lot of people don't realize. Yes, I'm fat, but you don't want me to lock onto you either.
That's how I was, but I coached boys basketball for 25 years.
Oh, geez.
I
There's
love,
a cardio workout.
yeah, and I was biking, like you were talking about those trips. I used to take trips like that once a week, and would, one time I went to Fond du Lac, which is, I left at 3 in the morning and I got there at 7. I mean, nonstop 4 hours of riding, that was the last long trip I took.
Yep.
But
My last long trip on a bicycle that I did was when I first moved down here. I was still in that kind of shape. So I used to go regularly from Jacksonville to Orlando. I would ride I would
Jack.
start at like 5 a.m. the first morning, and I would make it to Palatka, which is about 86 miles. And then I would finish up the other 120 the next day.
Jacksonville, my hometown.
Ha! So you know the ride that I'm talking about. And I took
Yeah, I
17 all the way.
do.
I
Yes,
took
I do.
17 all the way. Yep. Stayed
Yeah,
at the Parliament House too when I got
yeah.
down there. I used to stay at the
And when I
Parliament House.
used to take the train, when I used to get to Palaca, I know I was almost home. That was the first. That was the last stop before home. I used to take the train. Now I rent a car and drive. Thank God. Or I ride with my friend Sam. Thank God. Hey, Randy. Hey, everybody in the chat. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'll
Hey,
stand up for him any day of the week, DC. I don't want no drama, but that's somebody I know, and that's you
oh
know,
yeah,
if I really know somebody, it's different, and I really do know PDF, and I do feel like I really know that man, and I'm sorry, and if people have questions, hey, Crystal Clear. You should ask the creator. I would always ask that my people come to me personally. Unless you, I mean, if you really think you got something to expose on me, well, go ahead, expose it. But if you got a, I don't think there's nothing to expose. But if you think you got something, go ahead. But I would prefer people just come to me, and I will come to you in person and ask you. Don't get on somebody else's channel and ask their opinion of something you don't even know what you're talking about. That's all
right.
I'm saying. But I don't like drama and I don't want drama, and we're not going to ever let drama in this place. I promise that. And if it happens ever, I'll just shut the shit down because I'm not with it.
Maddie, have
But,
you
and
seen Amy's last video that she did?
Yeah, me too, DC. Me too.
It,
That there's very few people that I would trust to go to war with and go out and do this shit with. PDF does not back down.
mm,
PDF does not run. PDF doesn't abandon you. PDF will stand by you and stick up for his rights.
he's like my brother, man. That's how I feel about the man.
Yeah.
And that page, so what, that's not his page. Even like I said, even I was guilty of liking it one time, and that's how they tied me to it. So what, and so when I hit like on that shit, I was probably looking for him a long time ago. That's probably why that page exists. Has anybody ever thought about that? I didn't. Look how they made that video about me and Amanda. Well, it doesn't say it's about us, but they have Amanda's video linked in it, so the police do. So people will make things about people. You don't think you're nobody until
Well,
somebody
Amy,
makes
let me
something
put
like
this out there.
that about
Let
you.
me put this out there, Amy. Okay, we just went down in June to Punta Gorda. Okay, we had some
Yeah, I know. I
accusations
was supposed to be
and some.
there. I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
go.
okay. So here's the thing, Amy. We've got the recording from the 911 operator that says that they were not going to give service to us while we were down there. I have a recording of me demanding service from a cop and being denied that service. Okay, so these organizations, these police organizations, they will stop at nothing. They will make up fake this, fake that. Look at like they're going to look like they're you. They're going to come in and they're going to troll. Um, you know,
That is
it's
true.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just
So
like when
and
Amanda.
these people, and this is why I don't go to some of these places, because it's called irresponsible journalism when you speak without citation.
Right.
Period.
You should always have facts and sources
If
to
you
back it
can't
up.
cite your sources, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you should
That's
always
my
have
opinion,
sources.
and I have the right to say it.
Yeah.
If you can't cite your sources, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true, crystal clear, Otis. I went down lots of be on the lookouts going on. Yeah, that's what made me so mad about the situation in Palm Beach, Florida,
Yep,
which is the same city that we went to. When
yep,
me after, I guess before we had went down there, or after, I guess it was. I don't know when. I don't know what month we went. But then in February, me and Amanda was in that same city, just walking around, just doing scenery, and a bunch of shit went down. And then in March, the police put out a video and then linked her video of me and her at that restaurant. And it wasn't even an audit, you understand?
yep,
And when she first sent it to me, I'm like, this can't be about us. They didn't make this a
yep.
response. But then when I seen the link, I'm like, oh shit, they did. And that made me mad because they could have used that as a chance to educate. And instead they doubled down. They should have said,
Yep.
okay, let's educate people. and then they won't trip out when they see people doing public photography. This wasn't even an audit, mind you. It was just public photography, which is very something I've been doing all my life. I've been taking pictures all my life. I think we all have. Hey, Cammed Up Caveman. Hey, everybody. Blue Still. I
Cammed Up
appreciate all you
Caveman.
guys.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through here, man.
Yeah, I was a skateboarder and I always had one of those little portable or throwable, throwawayable cameras where you take the pictures and then you take the roll out and you dispose of the camera. I always had one of those skateboarding, and I have pictures that people wish they had, because back then we didn't have cameras. Oh man, if we had a video camera back when I was a skater, oh, you guys
It
would
was reel
freak.
to reel.
Right, yeah, and everybody was happy,
Freak
and
It
you
out.
was
seen the camera, you
VHS.
waved, "Hi, mom."
Yeah.
Oh, look. Even to this day, I have children that try to run up to my cameras, and of course, I try to dissuade them from that because but they still have the innocence in them to know that they see a camera and they want to say, "Hi, mom." You understand?
Hey, we got
Uh,
Rights Chris in the house, guys.
oh, really? Hey, Rights, how are you? Good to see you. You're welcome to come on panel if you want. We're not talking about last night. I think that was hashed out between you guys. I was talking about some other stupid crap that
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
But
Basically, shut the fuck up if you don't have a citation. That's my response.
right. Hopefully we're moving on from all dramas at this point.
Yep.
We were just talking about Sci-Fi Bry. He had taken a case. He says, I haven't seen the video, but you tell me, Bry. Tell real quick your story, please, real quick.
Last November, I was arrested. I don't usually do audits like from the public sidewalk, but I was following a cop out of town. I was on the highway. I lost him because I was too far behind him. I didn't see where he got off. So I said to myself, I'm going to get off in Kohler. And they have huge, big foundry. They make Kohler toilets. If anybody knows anything about toilets, they're really, really popular and they're rich. Okay. Um, so I went there and I was just filming in this place called the Carriage House. I went to the police station. I went inside the police station and all that. I was live and recording static. Security came. They started talking to me. I did the silent treatment, and I didn't talk until the cops showed up. 3 different jurisdictions and two different jurisdictions and a sheriff came. They had nothing on me and were butthurt because I was quoting the law, and I think they felt like
Intimidated. But the thing was, you were charged and you took it all the way to court, right?
yeah. I just wanted to give a little more detail about what
I
happened, but
know, but
yeah,
I know Rights is a busy man. I wanted to try to speed us along. I'm sorry.
they tried to make me plea for 10 months, plea out. They offered me $1,000 probation or whatever the court decides. I said, stick it. Then pre-trial was just the other day on Wednesday, and I got my lawyer to show the DA the video. I said, this is ridiculous. I'm ready to go to the news, right? And the DA watched the video. It's a different DA that submitted this case. And he watched the video and he couldn't believe that they sent this through. And it was dismissed and the next day in a phone conference with the judge. And they tried to make me take a ticket. And yeah, it was a beautiful thing, man. My case was dismissed on Thursday after 10 months
That's
thinking.
awesome. So we will
Yep.
check out the video later. It's on Sci-Fi Bride, the Video Guys channel. And he did get it dropped. Now you need to try to find you a lawyer and sue.
Yep, I'm in the process of that right now. I'm talking to several different options. So
That's what I want more than anything. If I ever have to sue, which I hope I don't ever get arrested, but I might. I mean, I'm prepared to. I realize that's the risk I'm taking. I'm not no fool. But if I ever had to sue, yes, I'd like to have money. Who wouldn't want money? Because I want to help a bunch of people. But I want case law, man. I would want case law. Those are my heroes. People that have case law. Damn it, man. That's something that lasts forever.
I will
Yeah,
say,
but I'm going to say this, Amy. You don't want case law, and I'm going to say why. If you talk to people like James Eric McDonough, for each
Okay.
appeal he did, it went up exponentially, the cost. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
now
not
you
saying
may be
I
okay, and
personally want it or I'm out striving to get case law, but I'm saying I think those who have it's a beautiful thing. Does that
well,
make
you
sense?
gotta what you're doing already has case law in the 11th. It has more than
Yes, it
one.
does. I know
It has.
several.
I've pulled up off of Smith v. Cummings. Okay, I pulled up more than 15 other 11th Circuit cases that uphold Smith versus Cummings. Okay, and Smith versus Cummings isn't even the most recent now in the 11th. That means that Alabama, Georgia, and Florida are going after people that pick up cameras because if Smith versus Cummings
Yeah,
from the
they're
early 2000s isn't the
well,
most recent.
they're trying to pass again. They already tried to pass a bill in Florida. They're trying again to pass it.
Can
Some
you? I can articulate it. Can you?
No, I haven't looked into it. I
Let me
know
articulate it
the
for you.
OK one, the one in
Let me
Oklahoma.
articulate it. Let me articulate it. I've read it.
Okay,
Okay.
please do. I haven't.
Basically, what they're trying to do with this new bill, if it passes in the Florida House, okay, what they're trying to do is if you go out, it's the same thing as the Arkansas bill. Okay, if you go out and let's say me and Joe Wells, I have a big problem with him, and I go out there and I go to his house and I film his dog and I send him a video of his dog, or I publish it to like look like it's a
All right.
threatening manner. Okay, you cannot go out and videotape police to intimidate them, to say I got your family and all this and that, and that's what that new bill is. But what they're trying to do, and this is where communication and these networks and all these politicians, and it's the same shit as Punta Gorda. Okay, what they're going to do is they're going to come out and they're going to say a new House bill makes it illegal to record the police, which is what they did in
Right.
Arkansas, which is what they did in
Right.
2 other states.
I've read the one in Oklahoma, and I do see a lot of arrests coming from it, but I don't see them standing up in court because, like I said, I haven't read the Florida one. I can't lie and say I've read something I haven't, but the Oklahoma one, and even the DUI lawyer, he looked at it with us one day when we were on his live, and he said the
Yeah,
same thing. I see arrest. I don't see this holding up, and I do
it's got no
too.
teeth.
It
Yeah,
has
it's
no
got no
teeth. No.
teeth. It's too
Mm-mm.
vague, Amy. It's too vague. And they're passing it vague on purpose because if they want to use it to their advantage, then they can use that law to their advantage. But it's going to be a double-edged sword for them. And do they care? No, because whose
No,
money is it? Yours and mine.
ours. And they'll always double down. Now I've realized they will always double down the evil. They will not come clean. They will double down. And it's sad but true.
Yep. Yep. And that's what
And
these laws are being passed. I read the Oklahoma. I read the Arkansas. I read the Florida.
so are they
I even did a
similar,
paper.
Maddie? Because I haven't read all three. Are they similar?
Yeah, they're all similar.
Okay.
It's all an intimidation bill, is what they're trying to pass. So
Okay.
that
People are asking about lawyers. I know in Florida I only know one, and I think she's getting very busy right now. Catch You Later says he knows a lawyer. I don't know in what state.
Yep.
So, and I don't know what state Bry's in. What state are you in, Bry?
Caveman. He just said, "How hard is it to find a lawyer?"
It can be almost
It's
impossible.
yeah, and Cammed Up Caveman is down there in Punta Gorda.
And
So
you need to reach out
it's
to Amanda's lawyer.
yeah. Well,
She's
no,
very
there's other people
busy.
too.
There's
No,
other
there's
people
other people
too.
too. You can reach out to Pigman Audits. He's got a few lawyers. Andrew Sheets. I know a lot of people don't like him and don't like the way he
Well,
goes about it, but hey, he's an activist. He's doing his thing, and he's fighting. And he doesn't take the charges. He goes right to the end. He rolls the distance. So people could say what they want about him, but he's out there
I don't
doing
have a
it.
problem with him. I don't have a problem with most people, you know.
Well, there's a lot of
Um,
people that don't like his swearing and his cussing and all that, and that's what I do. So he fits right in my category. I'm like, Go, Andrew.
I think we need all styles of auditing.
We do.
I really do.
We do. Listen, this is society, okay? It takes all kinds to be in society to make up a society. And if you can't be accepting of all types, then you might want to think about looking around at a country that more fits into what you're looking for. Don't make this country what you want it. Let this country be free. In fact, let's release a lot of these fucking laws. Let's get rid of all these people in prison for non-violent drug offenses.
That's another
Let's get them
thing.
all out. Get
The
them
Florida House didn't, last time they were in session, they didn't pass the prison reform. It passed through the Senate. We're trying to get Florida to a 65% state instead of 85%. Okay. 85% is a long time, especially when you got something like 30 years, like my friend who did do something wrong. I believe he was convicted of it, and I believe he deserved about 10 years, but he got 30. But yeah, we need some reform, and we need to get some, like you said, people that's in there for plants and stuff like that, or any
How about
drugs.
this, Amy? How
But
about this? Let's get rid of coward cops. Like every single one of them across the United States. Fire every single cop
we
out
wouldn't
there.
have any left.
No, I want to fire them all. I want to fire them all, and only hire a few that actually have some balls and can stand freedom. That you can do their job and still live around freedom without being scared, and not lie and not do all kinds of shit. And I guarantee you, if you don't lie and you don't do all kinds of shit like that, then the danger in your job is going to come down significantly.
Hold on. Catch you later. That wasn't Nassau, was it? That was a different county. Unless there was one in Nassau too. I know about the one case that the guy, he was his whole family was cops. Is that who you're talking about? That wasn't Nassau County. That was a different county. I can't think of the county, but there could have been one in Nassau too. I went down there. I spent 11 days in that dungeon before. It is not fun. Hey, Miss B, when you go to jail there, it's like, what you would go to jail in Jacksonville for a ticket, you're gonna be out there for 3 weeks unless you got bail money. It's crazy.
Yep. Hi, Miss B.
Video that's been circulating where the guy caught him, the cop threw a bag of something in the back seat.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that video. I'm not sure where that video is from, and I have seen that video. But what Catchy Lady's talking about? He's talking about there was a cop. No, it wasn't Nassau. I can't remember the county though, baby. You're so. But I do remember it was in Florida, and this guy, his whole family was cops, and I guess he thought he needed to keep up with the family or something, and he was planting shit on people, and he was convicted recently, I do believe. And
the whole family's corrupt.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, if he felt the need to do that, and where did he get those kind of tricks from? I don't know. But it wasn't Nassau. But Nassau sucks. And Nassau's dirty. And if you ever go through Nassau, I suggest everybody be very careful.
And that's in Florida?
Yep, Nassau County. That's where NASA and all that is.
No, it isn't. NASA.
Oh, it isn't? I thought Nassau was in NASA.
NASA's like in Central Florida.
Yeah, I thought Nassau was down below Cocoa Beach.
Nassau is the first county in Florida, coming down 95 from Georgia. Yes.
Oh, yes, okay. I got a little confused. I'm turned around.
It's okay.
Oh, shit. I'm wrong.
It's okay. Florida's a big state.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. You realize how big it is when you're on the motorcycle and you're riding from North Florida to South Florida. You realize
how big. That hot ass sun passing out. I passed out. Well, I hadn't passed out in it, but I got sick in it one day on live stream.
I did go down.
I know you did. I seen it. I didn't pass out, but I did get sick. That shit's hard. The sun is terrible down here. People don't know.
Well, and the thing is that I was up at 4 o'clock. I left my house at 6:30, and I rode constantly without a drink until 11:30. We got down there. We did the first protest. We came out. We went down to the second protest, came back out. And in between that time, I was sitting in the hot sun waiting for them to go get their cars and everything and get everybody straightened out. I'm sitting in a parking lot in the hot sun with rain gear on and a full face helmet. Drenched in sweat, We get to the second spot. Now, mind you, it's like 1:30 by now. We get to the town hall, and I see this little place, and I said to Jay Surreal, I was like, yo, Jay, come on, let's go get a drink, man. I'm buying. So I bought him a candy bar, and I bought me a Powerade, and I bought him a Powerade. And it was about an hour and a half after that, I went down.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, Maddie, because I know how the humidity is down here, and I know if you don't stay hydrated, what will happen to you. I know. Bycat Scratch. I didn't even see you in here. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nassau is Yulee, Fernandina, Amelia Island. Yes, that's the
Hey,
area.
is
Very
Carl?
North Florida.
I was gonna see if if Carl would post my link, but I don't see him in the chat anymore.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, Janet,
Yeah,
how are
Casey,
you?
that's cool.
If there's any mods in there, they're welcome to post Sci-Fi's link.
Email me, DC.
Hey, DC, can you give me a call later on? I got to talk to you about something in your area. That's all I'm going to say. But I want to talk to you about something. So give me a call if you can.
Okay, so yeah, there's Carl. He's still here. Thank you. I
Thanks, Carl.
appreciate it, guys. And I think Catch You Later's putting up too. I appreciate everybody. And, everybody matters. And I last night, I felt like I sound like a gatekeeper to this community. I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't own this community. And I
No, but you
want
can
more
stand up for
people.
your friends.
Yeah, but
And
I
you
You're
should
allowed
want
to
more
let
stand
me
up for
people
your
to
know.
come
friends.
in. I always want more people here. But the guy that said that, it upset me because I've tried to help him. I've tried to promote his channel, and then for him to question me and my friend, it really did hurt me. And and
I said
I
it too, and it wasn't directed towards him. So does he want to come at me too?
no, I hope not. I don't know. He was on another
It
panel after that, and I got on
wouldn't
there
be
and I
the first
told him I'm
time.
not
It
mad
wouldn't
at
be the
him.
first time. I'll
I'm
make you
not
famous.
mad. I'm not mad at nobody, and I don't want no drama. But I
I
also,
personally, I personally think that every single person belongs in this community with a camera. I don't
yeah,
care
I'd like
what
to
you've
see
been
everybody
convicted.
do it.
I don't care what you have been convicted in the past. I don't care what your history is. You have the same right to pick up a camera, whether you're free or whatever. If you're exercising your rights and you're not incarcerated, you have constitutional rights. Damn it, you have the right to go do that. In my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, but that's my opinion.
Hey, Lulu.
Hey, Maddie.
Really, I don't have nothing to say right now, rights, except for, I'm not the gatekeeper, but I'm not, I don't like people, I feel like if somebody has a question about somebody, they should come to them personally and not get on another thing talking about, oh, well, this might be their page on Facebook. That's all I was saying. That's basically, I would prefer somebody to do that to me if
Yep.
they and I always do that to people. I hear something about them. I like to hear it from the horse's mouth, and I will go to them personally. And I know this guy's new, and I've tried to help him, but you don't come in a place by attacking those that have been around for a long time and thinking that's going to get you somewhere. I don't think that's going to help, especially when we need such a united community. I want us to be united so bad.
Amy, I got a question for you. Who shares links in this community more than PDF? That's the only question I have for people. Who shares people's links and promotes people on his channel more than PDF? Can somebody give me somebody?
Nobody that I know of. I share a lot of links
That
on my
man shares every
American
link he
Amy
comes across.
page, and also on the Real Porter Farmer page, which I am an administrator of. We both share tons of links on there, and he shares them all day, and I share them all day, and he shares them, and he will bust out every bad, nasty cop he can find. He could bust
He,
out one a day if he had the time.
he
Okay,
has
that's
shown.
been caught. That's been caught. Okay, that's been caught and convicted. Let's not or caught and arrested. Let's not talk about all the ones that that we don't know about. Because if he can find at least one a day that's been caught by the police, their buddies, can you imagine how many really exist?
But
Can you imagine if he had like the paralegal tools that I have?
Can you imagine if you had the resources?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If he had the resources like me, he could get right on, go on. You guys hear me? Shit. I
No,
just got a
you're
call.
okay. You went out for a second, but you're okay. Well, she was okay. She went out, but she came back in, but she'll come back in. Okay, bye, Rights. Thank you for joining us. And we're trying to have a drama-free zone here, and I want drama-free. I want us all to be activists and to stay on focus. That's what I want, and that's all I want to do was clear up any confusion that might have happened. And I would like for us all to just move on and be towards the movement. And to be honest, I'd really like to just end this here. I love you all, and I want to thank Miss Maddie, and I want to thank Sci-Fi Bright, and I would suggest let's check out his video and see, um, how his case turned out, and let's give him some positive comments for riding it to the end. All right, I appreciate you all. Keep up the good work. Let's stay united. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Bri.
later.